everyone, welcome to another episode of Simian Soapbox, episode number 7. I'm Gavin.
I'm Alex Holmes.
And I'm Ryan Cabrias.
Let's get the show on the road.
Ooga booga.
Okay, good. So, all three of us live in Germany.
Mm-hmm.
Two of us, Alex and Ryan, live in Cologne, and I live a little bit further away. I live in Düren.
Which, from Cologne, is actually halfway towards the Netherlands, right?
Yeah, not far from the Netherlands. It's just a few kilometres to the border, to both the Belgian and the Dutch borders.
Mm-hmm.
But none of us, are from Germany. So, how did we get here? We had to travel, didn't we?
I drove, actually.
Yeah, tell us about this. You drove all the way here.
June the 7th, 2016, packed up my car with all my worldly possessions and set off on my merry way to Germany.
But something obviously brought you in this direction.
I always wanted to come to Germany. But yeah, I just packed up the car on the ferry. Ferries are a weird experience, aren't they?
Yeah, I like travelling on the ferry. I really enjoy that. We normally go back and forth the UK with a car, but through the tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I've experienced that as well on a bus.
How do you feel about the lane swap? Because the left-hand side drive is...
Well, it's okay as long as you remember when you go around the roundabout. But,
as long as you remember when you go around the roundabout.
Yeah, go the right way around the roundabout.
Have you guys seen anyone go the wrong way?
Yeah, I've done it myself, so...
Not personally. You have.
Yeah. In the UK as well.
Yeah?
Yeah.
In the UK, well done.
But anyway,
it's weird for all of us. Like, we grow up in one country, going on one side of the road, then you come to the UK or Europe or whatever, and suddenly everything's on the opposite side. Jesus.
How's that even... Yeah.
Yeah, but who's right and who's wrong?
The British are.
Right and wrong.
They are wrong.
They're right.
Okay, Ryan, so you travelled to the UK in the bus through the tunnel.
Yeah, that was interesting, because I thought we were going to sit in the bus the entire time while you're in the tube. And
Never been on the tube. Yeah. No, not the tube. The tube is...
Not the tube.
Like
the tunnel.
Yeah, the sardine tin thing that you're in.
Yeah. So I thought that was going to be the whole experience, was going to be in the bus in this tunnel, which was really strange.
But no, they made you get off the bus?
Huh?
They made you get off the bus?
I think we did. Oh, no.
No, you can't. You
have to stay in it the whole time.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you go outside the bus, you can't really go anywhere anyway.
Yeah.
Like, we get out sometimes to have a little walk up and down, but there's...
Exactly.
Sort of 1.5 feet
of space.
Of space either side that you can walk down.
There's not a lot of space to walk down.
No,
exactly.
Not at all. And then you've got to go to if you want to go to the next carriage, say for example you want to use the toilet, you have to press a button, you have to wait 2 seconds and then push the doors, the pressurized doors. So yes, like they've got like an airlock system, and it's pretty shitty.
Yeah. Is the pressure that much down there?
Well, I think you're like a mile underground, aren't you? So.
Mm-hmm. It's a marvel of technology, though, isn't it? Just a tunnel under the channel. It's
21 miles as well, I think it is.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Across or underground?
Across.
No, across, yeah. Well, that's 21 miles is the distance from land to land.
Yeah.
But of course the tunnel's longer again. But they started working on that sometime in the Victorian era, didn't they?
Yeah.
They started, and then they decided we don't really have enough money for this. We're not very good friends with France. They sort of, there's always a threat of war with France. So do we really want to build this tunnel? And they scrapped it. So.
Do we want to build this tunnel where their armies can invade down?
Well, yeah, that's it. Could you imagine? Trains were fairly new in those times as well, so it would have been a steam train going down there. Could you imagine? It would have been a horrible environment to go through the tunnel, wouldn't it?
Well, they did in London, didn't they? They had steam engines on the original Underground.
Yeah.
That just makes no sense. It's a completely closed environment. Everybody coughing up coal smoke.
I tell you what, the Victorian age was quite a marvel, though, wasn't it, for discovery, engineering, and of course Charles Darwin with his theory of evolution.
Mm-hmm. Ridiculed for it as well, although now widely believed.
Yeah.
Not everybody. Not everybody.
Widely believed.
But I think because he married his first cousin, he got a lot of stick for that as well, didn't he?
Did he?
Yeah, he did.
Was that unacceptable in modern Victorian times?
It was fairly normal to marry a first cousin back then, yeah.
He married his first cousin.
Yeah, but he married his...
Is it legal in Germany?
No, you can't. I think in Germany you can't marry your first cousin, but you can in the UK.
Can you?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
I mean, people, they say you shouldn't marry your cousins, but
I mean...
It's double cousins you've got to be careful with.
What's a double cousin?
So if you marry your first cousin and you have kids... Oh, no. A better way to describe it is... if you were a twin, okay, and you and your twin brother married a set of twin sisters, and their kids married. So you had a daughter...
And my twin and his twin wife had a daughter or son.
And
2 daughters can make babies. Hello, no.
Yeah, no. And if they had a kid, there's I think it's like a 6% chance of a disability.
Yeah?
And that's the most dangerous.
So second cousins. Is it second cousins?
Double cousins.
Double cousins.
That's called double cousins.
Yeah.
That's very
A
complicated.
very specific situation. Why would your twins...
It must have happened, though.
Oh my god, for someone to actually...
But the chances of you and your twin brother meeting a pair of twin sisters and both of you marrying... Yeah, exactly, the circumstances. And I think then there's a 6% chance of a birth defect.
Okay.
Anyway, I didn't really want to go down the genetics.
No, I'm sorry.
It's interesting, sure, but...
Yeah.
Travel, different things that are legal in different countries.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely.
Age of consent is a big thing, isn't it? When you...
Yeah, that's a big one. 16 in Germany? Or 14?
Depends.
I think it's 18.
No, it's 14 if the person is not more than 5 years older than you.
What?
And then I think it's... then at 17 or 18, it's across the board then.
You can sleep with someone who is 50 years older than you.
Yeah. And I think
if you so wish.
All of the cases are individual as well. So because you can marry at 16, if you're married, then it's also across the board, because you should be able to sleep with your husband or wife, shouldn't you? So or husband, yeah.
Wonder what the homosexuality laws are in Germany. Haven't looked them up.
No, you can marry a same-sex partner.
It's some sort of civil partnership like we had in the UK, though. Yeah.
I'm not sure. I think you do get full legal rights now.
I don't know. Not looked it up.
It's finally reached the US, so...
Finally reached the US.
Yeah.
But Spain's got quite a low one. It used to be 12 and now it's 13.
That is worrying to me.
Spain? Is 13 years old?
Yeah, but I mean, there are also social barriers that prevent anything from happening as well.
I wonder what the Spaniards think of us having higher consent ages and thinking... The prudes, the weirdos.
They probably just don't think about it.
No.
I think it's just because the culture is different, and I think a lot of their things are just based on common sense. So most people our age, I'm the oldest, of course. But for example, Ryan's age, he couldn't have sex with a 13-year-old girl because the parents would murder it, and the villagers would probably murder him. So
they would tar and feather him.
Yeah. So there are those kind of preventions as well, aren't they?
Oh god.
France is 15, I think.
Okay, so for all those people, or all the people who are listening and looking at legal ages, different countries, here they are.
Yeah, that's a bit creepy though, isn't it?
A little bit. No.
If you can't get a woman your own age or similar age to you, and you go after children, you're a creep, basically.
Let's not go down that route.
No, I know.
We can come back to this.
Yeah, we come back to it another time.
The laws. Laws in different countries.
More importantly, the food in different countries is
I'm
huge.
thinking beer for a second.
Okay.
One thing that for all of us, and I still can't get my head around it, in the US and the UK, you can't walk down the street with beer in your hand.
That is just a damn shame.
I know. I suppose it's good for social order and bollocks, but
I think what it comes down to is Europe, the European continent for a long time has been more of a proletarian society, okay? And America and Britain has a very strong, strict class system. And I think...
It was diminishing, but with the current government, I think it's going to get worse. Yeah.
And I think just to keep common people in check, that's why you have all of these...
To keep us commoners.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry to say it, but I think that's exactly what it is. And I think the Europeans have never had such constraints on the common people.
I wonder.
Maybe in France before the revolution, perhaps, but I think in Europe generally, people are considered to be born equal, aren't they?
The US Constitution says it.
Okay, so I think this podcast is going to be a little bit of a randomonium now, isn't it?
Yeah, this one's...
Yeah.
We're not strictly adhering to the topic, are we? But, come on, Ryan, I interrupted you. Food, tell us about food.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So,
We're going to be so hungry.
yeah, one of the main reasons anyone travels is to try the food of the other countries of the planet.
Absolutely, it's part of the macro culture, isn't it? Definitely. Food.
Absolutely. So, in my travels, I always try to eat the local food. And Gavin and I were talking earlier about eating in Spain and how the eating culture is so much different from the culture that we grew up with. For example, eating in Spain, it's so much more communal
Yeah.
than, well, I mean, maybe not more than my culture because I'm Filipino, but maybe some other cultures where you get your own plate in your home. But with Filipino and Spanish culture, you order a bunch of different foods and share everything.
So it's the tapas culture
Yeah.
Exactly.
we're talking about. How do you feel about that, Alex?
There's not enough food for me. The tapas bowls are too small and too expensive.
Yeah, but the idea is you're with a group of people. You order something, they order something, and you all share together. So you all it's like basically
Of course, there's me just thinking about the money.
well,
I
but
see what you mean. The
it's-
social aspect.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's like an off the cuff buffet, isn't it?
Exactly.
I like it.
As the Germans
I
say,
like
it's a
the idea.
smorgasbord.
Yeah.
Smorgasbord.
And the good thing is you can join a group of strangers and do this at a tapas bar sometimes, and you get to meet these people and you get to become friends with them.
Exactly. I went to
Really social.
Barcelona last year by myself, and for that exact situation, I was eating at a tapas bar and sat next to some people, saw what they were eating, thought it looked good, so I ordered the same thing and then ordered other things, and we all just kind of ended up eating together and discussing the food that we were eating. And that's something you don't really see in Germany. Everyone just orders their own plate and orders their own food. Maybe you share a bite or two.
We just sit here and we ignore each other.
It's not much different in the UK though.
No,
is it?
it's not.
And in all fairness, British people can also be very private when they want to be. The whole being private in public. Germany does take it to an extreme level, but British people do it too as well.
Okay.
And especially in, and sorry to say this, Alex, but especially in England, compared to Wales, where definitely in the south of England, if you walk into a pub, nobody will say hello to you or anything.
No.
You could sit next to
don't want
somebody at the bar
I don't want to.
and not say a word to them.
Oh.
And that wouldn't happen in Wales. As soon as you walk in by, everybody's hi. How are you doing?
All right, boyo.
Yeah, well, and even though they don't know you, so.
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
And Germans are really strict about this, aren't they? They're sort of turning their backs on. They'd even turn their back on you sometimes.
At a pub or at a brewery or
And not so much the Brauhäuser, because they are really social, aren't they? But
yeah.
the Eckkneipen and so. Somebody will start talking to you if they're on their 5th or 6th pint. But if you go lunchtime or something, you won't get a lot of conversation.
Yeah.
Whereas you think in the Spanish-speaking countries, at least, people are a bit more open.
Yeah,
Oh, absolutely.
really.
Yeah. Just eating
Italy.
Italy.
Italy as well, yeah.
Yeah. I think it's the sun. It just makes you social.
Well, you might be
Medicine,
right,
yeah.
but I think people do feel happier when the sun's out, don't they?
Yeah, typically, yeah.
I didn't notice it before, but yeah, I don't know. I've always been kind of independent of it. But yes, it is nice to sit and eat in the sun.
Absolutely. The
Even
moment
I.
the sun comes out here in Germany, everyone's sitting outside, and you could see that people actually, the smiles that they hide throughout the year finally come out, and yeah.
Yeah.
In Germany, they have this real thing for sitting outside.
Yeah.
I visited my brother in Lübeck when he worked there, and we went around to see the city, and freezing, bitterly cold.
They do it in the
winds
winter too.
March. Yeah.
And they eat ice cream in the winter outside.
Yeah.
Outside, coats on and everything, like
absolutely.
huddling for warmth, but they're sitting outside like, why?
Yeah.
Somebody please explain why.
Yeah, that's something I've found strange in my time here that
But
people
that's
do,
German culture.
especially with ice cream. That just
Plus, that's the great thing about Europe, isn't it? I mean, they're so diverse. You got all these little idiosyncrasies about food, dining out, and those things. And when you think how small the countries are and how many of them there are and how quickly you can move across Europe. I mean, I live near the border to 2 countries. So where I live, Duran, is close to Aachen, which borders both the Netherlands and Belgium. And you see the difference in the people. It's amazing, just a few miles away.
yeah.
Even a couple of weekends ago, Ryan and I went to Amsterdam.
Oh yeah,
That was a good trip.
that was.
A day trip. Nice to see Amsterdam, but I'm glad we didn't stay in a hotel or anything. It was
Yeah.
kind of expensive.
It's really expensive in Amsterdam. But yeah, just being able to see like very stark difference between how, well, I mean, Amsterdam is just so unique, but how people in the Netherlands are compared to how people in the
Germany.
in Germany,
In the European Union.
the European Union, you know.
But you both enjoy living in Germany, don't you?
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I do. I don't plan to go back to the UK, especially not at the moment.
Yeah, definitely.
One thing for travelling, do you think that not having a different currency takes half the fun out of it? Do you like...
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
No, you like it, Leo.
It's having a common currency is good.
Yeah.
It's so convenient.
It is very convenient, but there's something... Look, I've got different money. I quite liked that. We went to Turkey. Turkish lira? Is it lira in Turkey?
Yeah.
Just you have different... Look at it. You
Yeah, it's like
study it.
4 million to the pound or something, isn't it? It's not
No idea.
not
No idea.
difficult to be a millionaire. Well, no, it's not like that anymore. They solved this problem by cutting 3 zeros off the currency or something. I don't know how it works with Turkey anymore, but yeah, I'm not a big fan of changing currencies.
No?
I've never liked it.
Yeah, it's so expensive.
It is expensive. It is a bit of a pain, but it's... I don't know. I liked it. It was nice to have something different.
And when the currencies have similar values and you don't have to work it out, it just seems a bit pointless to have to change money to another currency that has a similar value or almost the same value.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was quite nice.
Well, no, you're entitled to your opinion, aren't you? Definitely. Okay.
You're entitled to your opinion, but you're wrong.
Well, while we're on the topic of travel, I'd like to take you both to Spain one day, but I'm only going to be able to do it if people support us with donations. So if you want to send us...
Just outright asking for donations
Yeah,
for us to have a holiday in Spain.
I'm begging. Well, it's not going to be a holiday, is it? We'll do a podcast on it.
Oh, nice.
So if anyone wants to see us...
Sponsor us.
Yeah, sponsor us to travel, and we can make a really good video, I think.
Oh, definitely. With this amazing shoulder back camera action cam holder. Bing, bang, boom.
I've got to get a picture of you on that for the
yeah.
video.
Oh, hells yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. But yeah, Spain would be amazing because, I mean, Barcelona, some of the best times I've had have been in Barcelona.
How much do you pay for the flight?
Oh, jeez, round trip. Last time was 40 euros.
Yeah,
Round
it's
trip?
Yeah,
round
yeah, it's
trip.
really Ryanair, was it? Or was it?
Yeah, Ryanair. 40 euros. For example, I'm going to Copenhagen in July, and the flight right now is only 40 euros round trip.
Yeah.
I mean, Denmark's close, but regardless, that's still really amazing. Never been, so...
I know you can fly to New York for 199 euros, can't you? I think.
Oh, geez.
Sometimes so.
Sometimes California one way, well, those one way from California to here was 240 euros, something around that, which is super cheap. But I didn't get any food on the flight. It was 10 hours.
Oh, but when
Yeah,
you
that's
fly, the
Yeah.
meals they have.
Yeah, I
It's
know, but
half a sandwich or a couple of biscuits. You call that a meal? It's
It
an insult.
depends. It
yeah,
depends.
But if you do an intercontinental flight, they will provide you with a meal if you pay for it.
Exactly. Like, for example, you say the food is bad, but I've had some pretty good food on my Asian flights.
It's not that it's bad food, it's that they're calling something, I don't know, if you asked for a beer and I gave you like a shot glass of beer, you'd complain, right?
But they need it's for space.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Don't call it a meal.
Yeah.
Call a swine a swine.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you're gonna fly to Spain and the flight is less than 2 hours, under 2 hours,
You don't need a meal.
You don't need a meal, do you?
Exactly.
And,
Exactly.
That's why I think we could do a podcast on this. We do need a little bit of support with it, and yeah, I definitely would do.
How
that.
annoyed would people be if we filmed it in the plane?
You're okay to film on the plane?
Yeah, it happens. I mean, we all just saw that United Airlines video. Goodness gracious! How can anyone treat other humans like
doctor.
that? Exactly. And regardless of like whatever the situation was, it's like, dude, the guy was beaten up by security. That's just insane. How can that guy was a paying guest?
But it'd be huge
passenger.
without trying to slander United or anything. They've had a lot of problems, haven't they? Just before, a couple of days before, they kicked off a couple of little girls on who were on the flight because they were wearing leggings, and leggings are banned on their flights or something.
For
Something
what
to do with
reason?
blood pressure or something.
No, because they were sexually explicit or something.
United did that?
Yeah.
Was this recent?
It was a couple of days before they beat that guy up on the plane.
My
So
dear
They're
goodness.
not doing very well in terms of their reputation, are they?
No, they've never had a good reputation.
I remember
Not just
the
gotten
song,
worse. Huh?
United Breaks Guitars. Did you ever hear that song?
No.
no. I know of it. Yeah.
Yeah, one guy, musician, $3,000 guitar, and he sold them. Well, one of his bandmates or some person he was flying with. Isn't that your guitar out there? Looked out the window, just chucking his guitar, $3,000 guitar, and they refused to pay for it. So he wrote a song. It went viral.
Okay. Did he get his money back that way, do you think?
They offered him money. They offered him money to take it down. He said no. The principal, it was too late.
Yeah.
They lost millions
Yeah,
in
they must
stock.
have done.
Oh, wow.
But weren't they also the airline that they gave away these, or they sold these free flights for life or something, and then suddenly you could pay your one-off fare and you could travel on every flight forever, and take a person with you. And then I think a couple of years ago they said, okay, now we're losing money on this deal
Yeah.
because they sold too many of these tickets.
Oh, jeez.
And they scrapped it, and they ended up having to pay a fine or something. I'm not sure if it's United or if it's another airline, but...
Jeez. Man, it's really screwing up.
Okay, but let's
We're trying not to be too slanderous, but yeah, this
Ah, screw United.
we're not talking about Manchester United or Newcastle United. We're talking about United
Airlines.
Airlines. No, let's call them United Airways instead.
United Airways.
Yes, we don't get sued.
Oh, okay.
Too late now, anyway, isn't it?
I think it might be.
Yeah. Okay. But let's
know exactly what
let's
we're
get
talking
back to Spain and the cheap airlines. Then, have you been to Spain, Alex?
I went once, like when I was 13, 14, 15 maybe, with my friend Chris. Yeah, we went over to do some Christmas shopping for a weekend.
Oh, wow.
Chris was going to go with his dad and his uncle, but his uncle had to drop out, so I went with instead.
Oh, okay.
Nice little trip, staying in a 4-star hotel.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was quite posh actually.
Fancy.
And what was the weather like for you?
It was, I know it's a little chilly because it was winter, but compared to the UK, it was so much warmer. I mean, I don't know, 5 or 10 degrees difference.
Compared to Newcastle, I imagine.
Oh yeah, Newcastle. Oh, it's going into summer, and I'm not coping well with the heat. The climate in Newcastle sucks, but it's what I'm used to. Still used to.
Yeah, but in Wales it's not much better. I mean, it's probably a little bit warmer than Newcastle in the winter time, but we've got the rain in Wales to put up with.
Our rainy little island.
Oh, we don't go more than 5 days without rain. But it's
All
good.
year round?
Yeah, but it is good because we have good food products. So we have good grazing cattle, and it's all because of the rain. If we didn't have this rain, we wouldn't have such high quality food in Wales. I think.
That's the trade-off.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like one thing, when I went to Cyprus, if you want grass in Cyprus, you have to water it, or it won't grow.
Yeah. Cyprus is a wonderful place, though, isn't it?
Yeah, Cyprus was lovely. Again, too hot for me. Too hot for me.
I think I have a good tolerance for heat, being from Southern California, so Spain, and where else was really hot. Spain gets really hot in the Philippines. Oh my goodness, they only have 2 seasons. The rainy season and the not rainy season. There's no spring, winter, none of that.
Just hot and wet.
It's always hot, and it's either you get a time where you go and it's not raining, and you get a time where it is raining.
Where's the furthest you've ever been?
Philippines.
Philippines, yeah. I suppose you were visiting your family.
Yeah. Last time I was there was this past winter, and we got a chance to.
How many continents? So you've been on 3 continents.
Pretty much, yeah. So, what? The Asian Pacific, the European, and the North American.
I haven't been to South America yet.
Me neither.
Or Antarctica.
No.
Central America as well.
Antarctica is very hard to go to.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I've been on every continent. So
Yeah?
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
You've been to Oz?
yeah, I've been to Australia. I haven't been to New Zealand yet, but I've been to South Africa.
Oh wow. Okay.
It's hard to count all the countries I've been to. I've been to loads.
yeah. As well.
I haven't been to Canada yet. I haven't been to Canada, but
Canada's wonderful.
yeah.
Very
Wonderful
snowy.
place. Yeah.
Oh, just one thing I like about Canada, I hope it's true, that they don't lock their doors at night because there's no crime.
But we never used to do that in Wales until about 20 years ago.
That's interesting.
Just
But that's because we had like village justice, you know. If somebody stole,
vigilante.
yeah, well, we did. People say that it is a bad thing.
What?
Because-
Village justice?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
vigilante justice. It can be a bad thing because, you know, people need to be tried for their crimes by.
By combat.
By combat. Trial by combat.
No, but I mean, if you did something wrong in the village I'm from, the villagers would kick the shit out of you, and you wouldn't do it again. And as a result, there's like very little crime. But it's changed. In the last 20 years, it's changed. But it was always that way. And in my grandfather's time, there was no crime. Nobody stole anything. There were no rapes or anything, because if you did something, your community would sort you out.
Yeah.
And there were like 2 police officers for the whole valley of about 25,000 people.
Yeah.
2 police officers for 25,000
Yeah.
people.
And
Wow.
if you, for example, someone done something bad, the villagers get together, they could kill them and bury them up the mountain somewhere.
Jeez.
And nobody would know anything about it except for the villagers. I mean,
Yeah.
and that's the way it worked and they worked that way for a couple of 100 years, you know?
That's interesting. I wonder if that would have worked in Spain, because I know they have La Rambla, where there's just so many pickpockets. You can walk down. You actually have to be really careful down that street, because I remember.
Barcelona.
Yeah, in Barcelona.
Okay.
La Rambla. Yeah, they call it. I think that loosely it translates to the street. La Rambla.
I don't speak
I forget
Spanish.
what the.
No hablo español.
Yeah.
Hablo solo que.
I'm not sure. It sounds strange to me as well.
Yeah, I don't think I forget what it means, but I remember walking down that street visiting my buddy in Barcelona, and the moment we stepped out of the car, he says, "Put both of your hands in both of your pockets and just keep them there," because
They're so good as well, aren't they? The pickpockets. They're so good at what they do.
Yeah.
They really are masters.
This is why I have my wallet on a chain.
Oh,
I mean, I'm
dude.
sure they'd get that, but yeah.
There's ways, man. I mean, I watched what is it? A video or a TV show where they were showing how easy it is to steal a watch, or how good this guy was, and he was doing this misdirect. I forget what the situation was, but he was making him look at he was making the TV host look at something. I think he was showing him how he was gonna steal his wallet from his pocket, but at the same time he
took
also
his watch.
Yeah, he stole his watch on live TV or whatever, and he did this weird thing with his hands and just unlatched a normal maybe a leather strap, unlatched it and just took it right in front of him. You know, it was so
somebody did it.
crazy.
Is that also the same guy who did the stealing someone's tie?
Oh, I've no.
I've seen them do not just watches, but I've
does
seen
that happen?
That sounds like something that Darren Brown would do or something.
Yeah, it's
Was it a clip on or was it an actual like necktie?
An actual necktie, a proper, not a clip on, proper tie. I'll see if we can find the video and see if we can put a link in the description if we
That'd
can
be
find
pretty
it.
cool.
Yeah,
So-
like it just completely takes the tie off this guy. It's what?
That's wild. That how would you
Clever.
not? Yeah, how do you not notice that? That's just
Watch out for pickpockets.
Yeah.
Some of them are
Yeah.
very good at what they do.
Italy as well. Yeah, when I went to Venice, the hostel had told us that we should keep our belongings and all in our front pockets and just be really mindful of walking through the channels, walking around the channels. Yeah, it was alarming because the hostel had to tell us that. I was just like, oh my goodness. Well,
Yeah, when they're telling you that,
Yeah.
the locals, it's quite sad as well, isn't it?
yeah.
It's a shame, but
I mean, they're looking
tourists
out.
are easy prey, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Try not to stand out too much.
Yeah, that's what I always try to do is when I travel is just keep a low profile, only ask questions when it's like absolutely necessary.
But look at me, I'm so pale, I'm going to stand out immediately.
Yeah, but you could pass for a German.
Should I? I suppose, yeah.
What gets me is you live quite close to the river here in Cologne, and I guess you've seen these Viking tours. A company called Viking.
Yeah, those are
Yes.
so funny.
And sorry to be so rude about your country again, Ryan, but you see all of these Americans getting off, all these American pensioners, they've all got these bum bags, fanny packs as you'd call them, yes, and they're covered in jewellery and everything that you could possibly steal off them. They've got their fanny packs or bum bags, not at the front but to the side, and they're easy prey, and I can't imagine how many of those get things stolen from them.
I want to come back to mugging, but why do we call that thing a bum bag or a fanny pack?
Well, because
For you, fanny means arse.
Yes, and in the UK, it means
yeah, when we say bum, we say bum bag.
But no,
Yeah.
fanny in the UK means vagina.
exactly. That's what I was trying to elicit.
Yeah. But you don't wear it on your bum, you wear it on your front.
Yeah, exactly.
Why is it called a bum bag or a fanny pack? Because neither of those mean your front.
I think it's just the fact that it protrudes in a certain way from your body, doesn't it? It's just
Yeah.
a sticky outy bit.
So
It is.
giving you a front bum.
But they
Give you a front bum.
a front. But I mean, they're pretty naff
Oh,
anyway,
Ryan.
aren't they? Bum bags. They look terrible, don't they?
Yeah, I don't like them.
They're awesome if you get like really colorful ones that are just like highlighter yellow.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know.
Man, those are the best.
And they're secured by a plastic clip.
A plastic clip, that's all.
So, okay, the thing might be in the front of you, but all somebody needs to do is just grab the strap and rip it off you.
Yeah.
I mean, even you don't even
Yeah.
have to be particularly strong to do it.
What do you call that when, like, you get someone who just, they don't try and pickpocket you secretly. They don't come up and say, give me your wallet. They just kind of grab it and run. What's that called?
Bag snatchers. It's bag
Yeah,
snatchers.
snatch-
Bag snatchers. That's what it is. Yeah.
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 Going back
Purse
to-
snatcher.
Going back to the mugging. Is mugging not a problem in Germany? Like, in the UK, I'd never...
I'd been mugged in Hanover.
Yeah?
I'd been
Yeah,
mugged,
just my friend
and I got
last-
beaten up. Yeah.
Yeah? Shit.
In Hanover, yeah, my friend just last weekend he came visiting from Dortmund, and literally the day before he was mugged in Dortmund.
Shit.
And I just thought, oh my god, dude, that sucks.
I was
not even-
mugged in the middle of summer, and it was 8 o'clock at night, but it was still broad daylight, and nobody helped me. I come out of a pub, I was a little bit drunk, and a group of these are very young people, they're 16 or 17, they came to me and said, have you, mister, do you have a cigarette? And they weren't Germans, they were Southern Europeans, so they might have been Spanish or Italian or something. And
Couldn't really tell.
I couldn't really tell. I only just said they were a little bit brown. That's the only thing I remember about them, really. So they're like, oh, mister, do you have cigarettes? They didn't speak German. So I said, oh yeah, I had some cigarettes in my bag, so I took some out. And the next thing you know, I got punched in the face. And then I got kicked. And then, I was drunk, so I could hardly defend myself.
No.
And I had 11 euros in my wallet.
Yeah.
And the worst thing was, this boy said to me, I had 2 phones at the time. He said, you can keep your phones, they're shit.
Oh.
And it was like the whole insult to injury thing.
Shit.
They were, in all fairness, they were crap.
That sucks, man.
that's all they got away was 11 I had exactly 11 euros in my pocket.
Not worth it.
I know. What the heck is that about?
They give me the wallet back as well. They took the 11 euros out and threw the wallet at me.
Oh my god.
Did they leave your cards and shit in there?
Yeah, they left everything in there in all fairness, but I mean...
As muggings go, well, at least you didn't have to buy a new wallet and get your cards
They were
replaced.
just-
But fuck, that sucks, man.
But
Yeah.
it was like, the worst thing for me was the people walking past and not helping.
yeah, that's horrible.
That is really sad.
Because in the UK or in America,
Yeah.
people would come to your assistance, wouldn't they?
I would hope so.
I wonder.
Yeah, my brother in Chicago, during his time in Chicago, he was mugged at knife point. Knife point. What was it? No, gunpoint. No, gunpoint.
I don't know. You're telling the story, man.
Yeah. And, you know, you never really want to question if the guy had his hand in his pocket, but you never question it, you know. You don't want
to find out the hard way.
Exactly. So, my brother, being the rational human being he is, he tried to reason with the guy. He just said, "Hey, I'll just give you the cash in my wallet. You know I'm gonna cancel the credit cards the moment you step away. Can I just give you the cash and you can walk away?" The guy's like, "No, give me all your money. Give me your wallet. Give me everything, IDs and everything." My brother's like, "Come on, man. Let me just keep my IDs. And what are you gonna do with this?" And he just took the whole thing. I just thought, man, if the guy's gonna give you the cash anyway, you might as well just like be rational, you know? But the mugger was just a prick.
Yeah, but I think people like that are, aren't they? I mean, I don't think that every crime comes down to desperation. I think a lot of these people are muggers and stuff. They must have a real nasty streak in them.
I think so.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
But I got sucker punched, which really... the thing is,
By a bunch of teenagers.
Was this still in Hanover?
Sorry?
Was it? Oh, this was in
This was the incident in Hangover.
Yeah.
Hangover.
Hangover.
Yeah. No, and
What you call it now?
But you know, I felt really bad afterwards that I couldn't defend myself.
But
Against
there
a
were
bunch of
3 of them,
kids.
4 of them,
6 of them.
6 of them.
Okay, yeah, that's
And
the
you
strength
were
in numbers.
half cut.
Yeah. But the thing is, I just didn't see the punch in the face coming. They asked for cigarettes. I thought, yeah, okay.
That'd be nice.
And then
Did you
that was it. I looked
were
up
you
and
feeling
it just-
uneasy?
No, not at all.
No, not at all. Before they punched you.
No, because people do ask. I'm generally not scared of people, so
But you didn't notice anything was off.
no, not really. Because
Okay.
I was often asked. People come up to me and say, "Have you got a euro or something?" And yeah, it just didn't faze me at all. And then nothing registered. And then I looked up and there was just a fist in my face. The next thing you know, I was on the floor because I was drunk as well. I couldn't keep my balance or my conscience, I guess. And yeah, and that was it. But it just what put the tin hat on it was my phones weren't good enough to be stolen.
Your phones.
Sucks, man.
Well, that's just the moral of the story. Just never give anyone cigarettes from now on.
Never give anyone cigarettes.
In your travels, just keep your cigarettes to yourself.
Okay, so that was very, very vague about travel, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was very vaguely about travel.
Oh no, we kind of tied everything in, you know.
I think
This
we
is
got
all
there.
in everyone's travels.
But I'd like to reiterate this. If anyone would like to send us away, that we can make a very, very nice video, don't be hesitant.
Gavin's just begging now.
Yeah.
Sponsor us, guys.
Give us money. That would be good, though, wouldn't it, to go abroad and do a special
That would be-
video?
Oh,
That'd be
absolutely. Why wouldn't that be great? I
Yeah.
think everyone would want that.
Okay.
Everyone wants that.
Everyone wants that. Can you edit it to put subliminal messages in?
We'll see. We'll see. I'll look into it.
Okay, good. So we better wrap that up now, actually.
That's enough for today.
Yeah? Okay, so thank you for letting us waste your time.
Bye.
All right, bye.
Bye.